Hands up. So quite a lot of people in the room, which is really good. So Victim Support is 50 years old this year, so we're celebrating a birthday. We actually started as a small project in Bristol, and people thought that was a really good idea, giving out advice and help and support to local people who've been victims of crime. And that idea was taken up and spread across the whole of the country. And then what happened was those individual organisations became a federal organisation, and then that turned into the national charity that we have today. We cover England and Wales, and there's sister charities in Scotland and Northern Ireland, and there's also one in Europe. So my name is Mark Healey, and I'm the Community Engagement Manager at Victim Support, and I work for the London service, which is the London Victim and Witness Service. So we provide support to everybody across the whole of London. The way that that service is organised is into 4 areas that cover the 12 BCU Borough Command Units, in line with the, you know how the Met Police changed their system. They used to be organised into 32 boroughs, and then they combined it into 12 areas. So your area it covers Brent, Harrow and Barnet, and that's the northwest area, and so that would be covered by our North team. Our North team have 3 hub managers. They're the people who receive the information about the crimes that have been committed, and then delegate that out to the caseworkers who will look after you and take you through that process. My key role at Victim Support is, one, looking after volunteers and student placement, so taking young people and older people, so people from your age group are welcome to come and volunteer for Victim Support. Helping those people settle into the organisation, training them up so they can deliver services, and we have community outreach services and also service delivery services. Community outreach, coming to events like this and talking about Victim Support, and then networking with partner organisations. So you may have seen me go around and just chat to some of the other people who are presenting here today. What will happen when you are a victim of crime? So ideally you'd report it to the police, but some people choose not to report. They feel intimidated through the reporting process, so we can provide help and support for people through that process. We have a national phone number which is run by a Cardiff call centre, and then what they do is they take the call and they'll pass that down to the local team wherever you are in the country. We cover most of England and Wales, but not all areas of England and Wales. When we make that first contact, we'll check that we got through to the right person. We're always cautious when we make that call, because some people are actually living with the perpetrators. It may be they're a victim of domestic abuse or sexual violence. So we'll always check, is this person A that we need to speak to? And if it's not, we won't leave a message or any information. We'll call back until we get hold of you. We'll then go through confidentiality and data protection in the sense of how we store information and get your permission to actually keep your case online. And then we'll go through a risk assessment. So are there any immediate concerns or dangers that we need to take into account, anything that needs immediate action, so that we're aware of that, resolve that if it needs to be resolved. And then we take you through the needs assessment, which is, okay, what's happened and what do you need? And then once we have an idea, a picture of what's happened and what your needs are, we can then start looking at putting a support plan in place. A support plan normally lasts about 6 calls or 6 meetings. A lot of our work since COVID pandemic has moved online, so it is call based, but we can come out and meet people face to face. We will tend to use community facilities like this, so we could come here and use the services here to speak to you in an environment that you feel safe, because that's what's really important. Once we've delivered that support plan, we may refer you to other organisations who can provide specialist support in different aspects of the crimes that you've experienced. It might be that you've got housing needs. It might be the domestic violence and sexual abuse services may be more relevant to whatever you've experienced. And then at some point we'll end the relationship with you, but leaving you hopefully in a better place, because we've got, if you look at our banner, it says Beyond Crime. What our mission is about is taking someone who's experienced the worst experiences in their life and helping them through that journey to the point where they can say, actually, I'm now beyond that experience and I can move on and have a good life and just get on with things. We do everything from the victims code, so a lot of people that come to our services don't know their rights. So there's a victim code of practice, victims code of practice, which is the rights that people have to access information. We'll talk you through that. We'll talk you through how to go through each of the steps of the criminal justice system. So some cases will end up going to court. You may never have been to court before, and I hope you never have any reason to go to court before, have any reason to go to court. But we'll take you to the court and show you around. We'll introduce you to who the people are in the court, how they work, what their role is, so you have a full understanding of the whole process. So when you do go, it's not as intimidating on the day. I know that CAB have the contract for the actual in-court service during the time that you're actually in the court on the day of the trial, and then we pick you up again afterwards, and we'll do that aftercare with you. And then, as I said, at some point, hopefully we'll end the relationship and you'll be standing on your own two feet, enjoying life and getting on with things. So I'm open to any questions that you may have, so feel free to fire away.
What is the number?
The number, so the number is, I've got it on the back of our leaflets, so I can give that number out. So yes, there's one number which is our support line number, which is 0808 16 89 111. But it's also will be on our website. I don't think it is on the slides. But we can circulate the slides, and we can definitely circulate the information later on.
Brilliant.